Hi guys, I'm Mariana Herberger. I just wanted to film a really open and honest video about how scary it is to truly follow your dreams in a world that it seems unconventional to do such things in, especially if I was living in a more content creative place. Yes, I believe that it would be less scary to follow these dreams, and a lot of the time I just want to see confident and I want to be like, yes, like I got this, like I can do this. But there is that imposter syndrome that happens sometimes where you just believe that you can't do it, and like, why would I be the exception kind of thing. I think that is a mindset that I myself need to get out of, and other people who want to follow the unconventional route they need to get out of as well, because we cannot be who we want to be unless we actively try to change our mindset into the version of the person who has those things. Because on the quantum realm, there's so many different versions of yourself that you could be, and you could choose to stay small and not and hide yourself and just do exactly as society claims you to be, because we all want love and acceptance in this life. We all want to be accepted by our friends and the people around us, and to do something unconventional and not follow the societal norms is really scary. But something that has driven me for about 6 years now, and I know is something that I'm innately called to do, and something that I just innately have a passion for, is spirituality, self-development, and psychology. And I love talking about it. And for years of my life, I was in this mindset and this identity as being a super shy person, where I didn't believe that I would be able to ever talk to anyone and hold a conversation. Now people say I'm bubbly and extroverted, so we can see how life has changed a little bit and how my identity has changed a little bit. And I guess that's just proven to me that my identity can shift, but it is hard to do without any evidence of that shifting. But I don't know, following your dreams is very scary, and I just, but something I know I'll regret and I think about in my future is my old self regretting the things that I didn't do in my lifetime and the things that I always felt called to do, because you don't want to betray the version of yourself. You don't want to betray the highest version of yourself, because you will always be left wondering. That's why I don't want to stay small, and I want to take the risk that it is to start making videos and start showing my ideas and my passions and all that kind of stuff to the world, because I believe it is important, and I believe I do have something to say. And if I could help people in any way that I can, then I want to. And if you're anything like me, hi, thank you, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I just know that there's nothing in this life that I've been more passionate about than any of this stuff. And in my free time, I spend my time researching neuroscience and psychology and stuff like that. That's how I know I'm a nerd. I'm kidding. But that's how I know that I'm passionate about something, and it's come up in my mind over and over and over again. And I feel like it's the universe or God or whatever you believe in telling me to do these certain things and follow that drive that I have, because I'll always be wondering, you know? Like, I think it in society is very normal to go through K through 12 and then go to college and then work in an office through a 9-to-5 job. And I am in college right now for my degree in marketing, but that is a different one of my passions. I am also very passionate about what I'm doing right now, and that other thing is more of a backup plan, because this is what I'm truly passionate about, and this is what I really want to do. And I guess a part of me is scared to be like, oh, like I want to be a YouTuber, because that was my dream back in since I was a little kid, I guess, because I would see people and like influencers and stuff, and like I used to watch like 7 Supergirls and stuff. I know that's controversial. Sorry guys. But that was like one of my favorite YouTube channels when I was little, and I would just watch them. I was like, wow. And at first for a while I wanted to become a director, and I was like, that's super out there too, because very little people succeed in that field. And now I'm like, but I would always be making videos, and I would always be making skits, and I would literally write out scripts for me and my twin sister, and I literally force her to do these scripts and like have a little skit-esque 7 Supergirls YouTube channel. I actually did apply to be a 7 Supergirl once. Yeah, me and my sister did that. Thankfully it did not work out. But yeah, so I just thought I'd give a little motivation, a little whatever this is, to also say that it's completely okay if you want to do something outside of the norm, and the only way that you can do that is to open up yourself to allow that to come in and allow your personality to bloom. And just know that your path is so much different than anyone else's, because your path is your own path, your life is your own life. You are allowed to choose what it is that you want in this life, because on the quantum field we have so many different people that we could be, and so many different facets of ourselves that we could choose, and so many different interests and passions and stuff like that. And whatever it is that you want to be, you are fully capable of doing that. I truly believe that, and I think you can if you just start to shift your identity in a way that says, yes, I am this person who would have these things, and start acting accordingly to it. Because you can't get anything in this life if you don't act accordingly to the identity that you have. But if you're on the same energy level as the person who has these things, and the person who, say you wanted to be like the CEO of a company, if you were like, oh, like I could never do that, like I'm not worthy of that, I'm not smart enough to do that. No, you're not gonna become that, because you're not acting accordingly. Your thoughts aren't in line with the person who would have those thoughts of a CEO. A CEO thinks, yeah, I got this, like I'm super smart, I make money, all that kind of things, so I'm confident. You need to shift your identity in a way that you are, however, whatever it is that you want to be in this lifetime. And if you have a calling, if there's something in your brain that keeps coming up, and it's like, I want to do this, but I'm scared, I want to do this, but what will people think of me? People are going to judge you, literally, no matter what you do. You could literally just be walking down the street and somebody judges you because, why does her hair look like that? Or like somebody doesn't like your shoes, or literally there's always going to be someone that judges you no matter what you do, especially if you're going against societal norms, which can be a hard pill to swallow, but people are going to judge you either way. So then I'm like, wait, like, so why does it matter? Because the people that are going to stay in your life are the ones who are true people and genuine people, and who truly love you and care about you. And that's, I say, also another way to figure out who are the most genuine people in this life. So don't be scared. Well, we're all a little scared. I think there's always gonna be fear in something that is unknown, because you haven't experienced those experiences yet, so your body doesn't know what's to come, and your brain reacts a lot on past experiences and past beliefs and stuff like that. So when there's something that is in the unknown and your brain doesn't know how it's going to happen, it freaks out a little. It gets a little bit of anxiety, because it's like, this is something that I've never seen before. Because as a kid, you knew nothing So you didn't really have fear around a lot of things because your brain was being ingrained with experiences which have now shaped your beliefs. And the older that you get, the harder it is to change your identity, change your beliefs and stuff like that. But it is really possible and you can do it. It just takes a little bit of work, but you are capable of it. And this is your little motivation that you are. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a really short video. I guess it's just me kind of introducing myself to YouTube, to finally trying to do what it is that I want to do, because I am truly passionate about this and I am in this for the long term and to help people however they want to be helped, or just talk about my ideas. And if it relates to someone, I hope it does. If it relates to someone, it relates to someone. And yeah, that's my 2 cents. So thank you so much for watching. Come back next week. I post videos almost every week now, or more if I feel really inclined to talk about something. So yeah, that's my little spiel. Bye, love you.